What's going on, guys? It's your boy Thriller here, back with episode numero uno, part 2, aka episode 2. If you guys are excited for another episode, leave a like if you haven't already, subscribe if you're new, join the crew today to be thrilling with the king of the crew. And with that being said, actually, let me pause real quick. Let me actually try to adjust the volume just a tiny little bit. Alright, I feel like that's a little better. Let me know in the comment section below if that audio adjustment is good or bad. But for those that don't know, a couple of days ago we announced that we were doing our first ever randomizer project that is on our main console game. And we had 3 starts to choose from. Now, I did try my best. I did state in my post that I was going to wait till at least Wednesday or Thursday to start recording. So I gave you guys at least from Sunday all the way to today, which is Wednesday as the time we're recording this video. And there was no votes. So I think some of you guys maybe don't care too much about voting for the starters, but I always want to make sure episode 1's at least you choose your starters so you guys have a chance to get involved. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm itching for this playthrough, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and make the executive decision again, just like I did with Pokemon Glazed, and I am going to make the choice to pick my own starter. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up right now, this is how I like to do Nuzlocke. And I'm going to be very open about this. Because I'm not going to be fake for you guys. I'm not going to be that. Let me just double check my options again. Okay. We did. Yeah, we made sure to do. As you can see, I have 6 rare candies. And I have nuggets. I know everyone's going to be looking at this and be like, oh, wow, he's going to cheat, making sure he can have like 100 Pokeballs, 100 potions, and stuff like that. Here's the thing. I cannot sell these nuggets until I beat gyms. And I give myself 10 free nuggets. Then after that, it says 10 stack for each gym. So when I beat a gym, I can sell 20 nuggets. Maybe the second gym, I can sell 30. I know it can be very annoying to all the math majors in the comment section below. But here's the thing. I do this, that way A, I have money for potions. B, I have money for Pokeballs. And C, making money is always top in Pokemon game unless you give your name like one. And also, I am trying to fight off a cat that is trying to steal the attention and make my focus here. Now, the Lucky Eggs. I can't do rare candies in this game. And rare candies is using the method of how I grind. I can't do that with randomizers unless I can put in a cheat code for it. So what I'm doing is I'm running Lucky Eggs throughout the entirety of the series. So basically, when I have all 6 Pokemon, I'm going to be doing Lucky Eggs. Maybe for gym leaders, we'll try to change up so we're not doing Lucky Eggs. But by the time the Elite Four comes around, we'll get our team trained up, itemed up, and we'll be ready to go. But, till then, I use Lucky Eggs for right now just because it saves me from grinding as much and it's a little less of a hassle for me. So if this turns you off and you're going to leave the series, I apologize. But I think it's... Actually, did I do Nuggets in Blaze? I don't remember if I did or not. I honestly don't remember if I did or not. But anyways. Again, if this turns you away from the series, I apologize. But this is what I have to do to make my Nuzlocke. Not that it's not enjoyable, just make it more easier for me to at least train my Pokemon and have the money to get stuff. So... But however, if I find a nugget on the ground, I have to sell it immediately. I cannot hold on to that nugget and stack up the nuggets or something like that. But anyways, time of rambling to start. I'm going to actually make this episode a little bit longer since we did a bit of explanation here. And probably expect this for like every randomizer series we will be doing. Because these are the only ways I can comfortably be able to play the game and not to stress too much about grinding, especially since I can put rare candies in. If I can put rare candies in, this would not be that as bad. But it's just how it needs to be. So I hope everyone will understand and still enjoy the series. This is my favorite Pokemon game, and I want you guys to enjoy this game with me as well. So with all that rambling aside, let's go ahead and get into today's video. We've already wasted about 5 minutes on this whole explanation thing, so I'm going to go and I'm going to make this a very long part 1, or I guess episode 2, just to make up for it, guys. So, if you guys didn't check out our starter video last time, our starters were a Wooper, A drowsy. Okay, well, let's just make sure we, reset that. Because that was completely wrong. That's really funny. That's not what I meant to do. So we have Whooper, Drowsy, and Luminia. So I did my thought in on this too, on what I would have personally wanted. And don't get me wrong, I could almost have this before the second gym, which is fully evolved. This could potentially also come before the second gym and not comes around the third gym. But I felt like for this playthrough, and I think from the logic standpoint of doing a Nuzlocke, you want to go for the fully evolved Pokemon. So unfortunately speaking, our starter is going to be Luminion. Then I choose you! I'm picking this one!
Very well. Both of you have chosen a good Pokemon, it seems. Now listen well. The Pokemon you have entrusted you with you as familiar...
Wait, blah, 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 I cannot English, what the hell?
The Pokemon you have been entrusted with are unfamiliar with the world in that regard. Very much. They're much like you. As fellow newcomers to the world, I hope you will do well together. If you have any trouble, come see me in my lab in Sandton Town. And now, we'll be on our way.
Professor! What the hell? Professor, wait for me, please. I'm sorry, please let me pass. I feel because I'm trying to give Dawn more of like the tomboyish girl voice, because she's not definitely like really. How do you like that? Professor Rowan is really nice. On TV, he seems so stern and scary. Through, we both got Pokemon now. There's only one thing to do, right? Are you up for this? I've always wanted to say this. The time has finally come. Thrill, I challenge you to a battle! Bring it on, Rose. Alright, I'm gonna turn speed up off. Now, oh, I can't check my ability. We do at least stab. We at least get stab, which is nice. Oh, I did have stab. This would be annoying. Why is... You have hypnosis. Why? Why? Oh. Alright, speed up time. Alright, turn speed back off. Only will turn speed up on if I want to get through an annoying setup variation, just like that. Okay, really? Here we go again with the speed up. Pound does... So his pound is doing like 3 to 4 damage to me. Do 3. If he misses Hypnosis, I win. If he lands Hypnosis, I'm pretty sure I lose. Hey, let's go! That was more annoying than it needed to be, let's be honest. Oh, God. See, this is why if I had Lucky Egg on right now, it'd be super easy with the experience. Phew! Let's go home! I'm beat after that battle. My Pokemon needs rest, too. See you, Thrill! Oh, nostalgia music, man. What's the matter, dear? Wow, that's what happened to you. You and Rose are lucky to have met Professor Rowan. Imagine if you didn't. I wouldn't like to think of that. What the wild Pokemon might have done to you, too. Thrill, go see Professor Rowan and thank him properly for your Pokemon. His lab's in Center Town, isn't it? Now that you have your own Pokemon, the tall grass won't be so threatening. Oh, I know. Put these on. Well, I already kind of have those, Mom, just so you know. Going to Sandton Town is like an adventure in itself, right? With those running shoes, you can go faraway places much faster. Alright, blah, 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 blah. They're just nifty. Alright. First lucky egg of the series. Oh! It was holding a big mushroom. That was random. I didn't even think I could have that. Alright. Luminion. Calm nature, which is not bad. That's pretty decent. And our ability, color change. You know what's funny? I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that when we were battling. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Didn't even notice that. That probably explains why my water guns were doing such garbage. Tisla, Thrill, I'm sick of waiting. I'm going to see Professor Rowan so I can thank him properly. So I had this great idea. Listen up, okay? You know that lake we always play at? You know they say a legendary Pokemon lives there. You guessed it. Let's catch that Pokemon. That'll make Professor happy. I'm sure of that. Me and you together, we've got nothing to fear. Except fear itself! I'm sorry, I had to make that reference. Alright, we're at the lake. Get ready because we're capturing that legendary Pokemon. Trust me on this one. It's here. It's here. It even says so on the sign. Can't always believe signs, Rose. What's going on? The flowing time. The expanding space. I will make it all mine one day. Cyrus is my name. Ooh, them bars, though! Until then, sleep while you can. Legendary Pokemon of the Lake Bed. Ooh, this man already dropping some Poke Ciphers! You already know that it's a reference to that. Allow me to pass. Step aside. Ooh, I didn't realize how much bars he had when he talked right there. What was that about? Weird guy. Okay, Thrill, let's catch that legendary Pokemon. Did you hear that, Thrill? That was a legendary Pokemon crying. That had to be. Let's catch it. That's okay. This is our chance. Let's catch it. Wait, what? We don't have anything on us? You know, Pokeballs. P-O-K, accent E balls. If you don't have those, we can't catch Pokemon or take them around with us. Do you think Professor Rowan give us some when we asked him? You remember what he said, don't you? He said to visit him in his lab if we need anything. Okay, Thrill, I'll race you. First one to the Professor's lab and stand 10 rules. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this way. Oh man, dude, I love playing this game though. This game, for me, I feel like I can never get bored of this game. Like legit, there's parts of me that will never be bored of this game. I know some people probably get bored playing. I don't know how the hell we went through that without encountering a Pokemon. I know some people can get bored playing the same game over and over and need to take a little break and then play it over again. For me, this is nostalgia. This is my childhood game I play the most, especially when I didn't even discover Pokemon, which we'll talk about that in a second. Oh, there you are. Please come with me. The professor is waiting. This is it, our Pokemon research lab. Let's go, bud. What the? Oh, it's you, Thrill. That old guy. He's not scary so much as he was totally out of there. Oh, it doesn't matter, Thrill. I'm out of here. See you later. Wow. What was that? Your friend sure seems to be really impatient. Well, anyway, let's go inside. Oh, the music. That piano.
Well, look who's here. Well, then, let's have a look at your Pokeball. Well, you've made your Pokemon evolve already.
That's technically not true, but...
Entrusting you with that Luminion was no mistake, it seems. Well, would you like to give it a name?
Yes! Now, normally, as you guys do know, I name you guys after, and I actually forgot to grab my piece of paper for that, and I had to rewrite it because of some new subscribers recently. However, this Pokemon is going to be nicknamed after a meme that is done in this server. Now, for those who know, I'm a part of the NBA Draft League server, which is run by my man Haunch, or the Haunch9 as he goes on platforms. And him and his friends, I think this was also based off Roman Adura, who was another good friend of mine that also helps run the server there. They had a Lumineon, or it was a Finneon, whichever one it was. And apparently it was a Pokemon that was taking down every single legendary, and they named it Godslayer. So, in honor of the NBA server, in honor of what? Because I remember I caught a Finion and I was asking for a nickname and call, and they were asking me, like, and they told me this. So, in honor of the meme, I will name it Godslayer. So that represents the NBA here. Okay, I see. Are you happy with that nickname? Yes. When I first saw you two about to step into the tall grass with Pokemon, I was shocked. I was astounded. Astounded by these foolhardy children. But now you astounded me in the entirely different way. Already there is a bond growing between you and that Pokemon. I feel privileged to have met. I'm sure Luminion feels the same way about you. I don't think anyone would ever feel the same way with Luminion, let's be honest. That's why I'll ask you to cherish the Luminion of yours. I don't want to cherish it, honestly. I'm so glad that you're kinder toward Pokemon. If you weren't, I have to. Oh, I just can't say it. Jesus! Let's move on to the main topic. There is something I want you to do for me. Allow me to properly introduce myself first. My name, as you know, is Rowan. I study Pokemon. First of all, I want to know exactly what kinds of Pokemon live in the Sinnoh region. To do so, it is necessary to collect data using the Pokédex. This is what I wish to ask of you. I want to entrust you with this Pokédex. Will you use it to record data on all the Pokemon of Sinnoh for me? Yes. Good answer. That Pokédex is a very high-tech device. It will automatically record data on every kind of Pokemon you encounter. Will, I ask that you go everywhere and meet every kind of Pokemon in this region. I've got one too. When you walked up to Route 201 with your Pokemon, what did you feel? I lived over 60 long years, even now I got a thrill. We're not even with a Pokemon. Sorry, I had to. Oh, that's a joke there. Come on, it's my name. Now you should know that there are countless Pokemon in this world. That means that there are just as many thrills. I like Rowan. I'm sorry, I'm terrible. That means there's just as many thrills waiting for you out there. Now go, thrill! Your grand adventure begins now. Pokemon that I met for the first time was a Charmander. It was actually secretly a Drowsy, just like your friend there. And technically speaking, he should have also had a Charmander. Chimchar. Wait, Chimchar. What the hell? I'm so blind. I said Charmander and Chimchar. If you would have chosen Chimchar in Route 201, we have the same Pokemon right now. Well, you see, if I could have randomized the save file and do that, then I would've. Also, hot take. The worst starter Pokemon to use in this game, in my honest opinion, is Piplup. Now, I will say, Piplup is a great Pokemon. I think all of the starter options are fantastic. But in terms of Pokemon you want to use for your game, Piplup is not it. I actually think Piplup is not it. I think Torterra is the best Pokemon to use, and I think it's arguably the best starter. Infernape is the second best to use, and in fact, in hardcore Nuzlocke, Infernape is low-key the best Pokemon to use because of that, so just saying. No, not that it matters. Anyway, I'm Don. I also help the professor add pages to the Pokédex, so in a sense, I just like you. Whoa, you like me out of nowhere? A little early to be confessing some there, Alan. Let me get the time to know you. I just got a little head straight on. I just got a little head start on you, that's all. I'll be happy to teach you things. Glad to meet you, Thrill. Interesting. Thrill! I have something good here. You should take this as well. TM27. Now it's return, which means this can be taught to any single Pokemon, which means this can be a really, really good TM right now. That is a technical machine that contains one of the move Camouflage. Using a technical machine or TM for short teaches a move and some new Pokemon. Bear in mind, however, that is TM single use only. With Camouflage needs a power to okay, let's just. Oh god. Our first TM, if that's a sign of how bad things are to come for us. Oh, brother. Oh wow, I didn't know the professor had TMs. Was he a trainer when he was young? Damn! Okay, Thrill, I'll act as your mentor. I've got a bit more experience than you as a trainer and as the professor's assistant. Okay, follow me. Do, 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 do. This building with the red roof is the Pokemon Center. It's the place that heals Pokemon that have been hurt in battle. You can find a Pokemon Center in most town. You guys can see I was trying to do a little bit of like a beat right there with the song. The building with the blue roof over here is the Pokemon. It's a shop where you can buy and sell items and medicine. Phil, you're a novice trainer. You won't be able to buy many kinds of medicines. Don't let it bother you. Damn! Call me a novice? Oh, that's right, Thrill. Don't you need to let your family know you're going to be helping Professor Burrow with his Pokedex? You may need to go far away, so I think you should let someone know. Oh, and before you go, heal up your Pokemon at the Pokemon Center. You'll be a lot less scared that way you'll be. I know. Well, actually, Don, I never really encountered a single goddamn Pokemon, so... Actually, I'm genuinely curious, though. Is there something in... Oh, yeah, we can technically buy Pokemon. So, I'm going to state this right now. We get 10 free nuggets, and then we sell 10 free nuggets on top of it. We'll get to sell 10 nuggets as well. So again, after we beat the first gym, I can sell 10 nuggets. Then when we beat the second gym, I can sell 20 nuggets. But that just means we can catch Pokemon now. And also, I'm going to try to purposely not go with the whole 99.90. I only do that for a specific couple of things here. Make sure you also buy up your medication. Medication is really important. I'm actually going to buy 10 of these because I usually get stuck with that. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, looking at the recording right now. Oh, we still got plenty of time. It's only 22 minutes. Now, I will say this, the normal items that you do receive from people, they will not be randomized. Sadly, so that means, like, for example, if we do a side quest, and normally you get something like a potion for, that they'll give you this. No, that potion will still stay a potion. The only thing that gets randomized are the TMs that you're given and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. Now, if I know my Pokemon logic, and then I'm that much of a nerd, I remember that there's a hidden item somewhere around here. I'm just that good, folks. I'm just that good. Alright, first things first, Lake Verity. First encounter, and our first encounter with the Nuzlocke is... Oh, why do I keep getting this Pokemon, bro? I forgot I had Water Gun as my primary move. I'm gonna change to a normal type. I have Stab Pound now. I'm pretty sure another Pound's not gonna kill this thing. Oh, this is so bad. Cherub doesn't even get a grass type move until, like, God knows how long. Not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not gonna name Cherim after you guys. I mean, you guys deserve to be named after a pretty decent and good Pokemon. This is a goddamn Cherim. So you know what? I will name this after a friend of mine, though, because I think it's a pretty funny name, and I feel like this is definitely a Pokemon that embodies a cool, like, light personality, a funny. We're gonna name it after my man Cherry Man, KKK Cherry. God, that's so rough, though, man. It's modest, though, which is actually not bad. But, ooh. With pickup, though. See, pickup's like a double-edged sword here, because I want to run my Lucky Egg so I can get training. But at the same time, with pickup, though, I guarantee get some good items. Also, can someone explain how pickup will work? Does pickup work mostly after only battles if you win or do them? Or is it, again, something you just randomly get sometimes? I don't really remember off the top of my head how pickup properly works. Also, don't be surprised to see my game lag a little bit here and there. Oh, my face is itching. Also, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm just gonna skip this text. This is not that important of a text. I did a couple of it just because of that, but after this, like, this is the only time I'm not gonna do the text, edit stuff like that. Oh, I'm very tempted to not want to put a lucky egg on this thing, but I think I have to. I mean, I think I have to just because again we gotta train this Pokemon, man. This Pokemon needs it bad. All right, our first encounter for this route is gonna be a Lombre. It's another grass type and another water type. I mean, Lombre's not bad. It's not great. And of course I crit it. 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 Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Oh! That reminds me. I need to pull out my handy dandy notebook. Because we have a new series, which means I need to write down my encounters so I can keep track of everything we have. Alright, we have Luminion and a chair. Making sure I'm writing these down so I remember. Well, that was cool, right, guys? I love wasting encounters. Also, sorry if I press the buttons over and over again. I have this thing on my keyboard here. Oh my god, that would have been so good, dude. Oh my god, a Piloswine would have been so good. Oh, that hurts. I'm not gonna lie, guys, that kind of hurts. I really, really, really would have liked that. Now, also, if I didn't say this already as well in episode 1, we will be playing with Dragon Rage Claws. Now, if you guys don't know what Dragon Rage Claws is, in case you are new, Dragon Rage Claws basically means that I cannot lose a Pokemon to Dragon Rage until the first gym. I know some people do it up to the second gym. I do it to the first gym because I think after the first gym, you should be fine. At the bare minimum, you do risk getting 2 KO'd. But I think it shouldn't be the second gym. I think that's way too cheap in my opinion. But we're doing it to the first gym. Oh, that's right. Really, I haven't shown you how to catch a Pokemon. I'll demonstrate how to catch one. Just watch me, okay? Well, I mean, I already kind of got one. Also, I did randomize this. She's gonna catch a Fione! What the hell? So she gets a legendary Pokemon. Okay. Okay, game. Okay. Fun fact, I'm actually currently playing just a black randomizer for my first time. And one of my starter options was actually a Fione. And I had to choose a Blossom over it. In hindsight, should have picked a Larvitar knowing that it had Sap Sipper. Because of randomized abilities. Should have done that. But, it's fine. Fione's honestly just a bad mon unless you get some good teams for it. I'm sorry, I'll never do that again. See, isn't it neat? Actually, it's better to lower your target's HP more than I did. It's important to get the Pokemon's HP down as low as possible. This is because of a healthy Pokemon is very difficult to catch. Oh, Pokemon also get easier to catch if you make them sleep or something by using Pokemon moves. Okay, Thrill, so you get started. I'll give you 5 Pokeballs. If you have lots of Pokemon with you, you'll be easier on so long trips. Plus, it'll be a lot more fun having your Pokemon friends around. Okay, I need to get going. Bye now. I won't lie, there's a ton of talking within this area of the game. Alright, we're gonna get our next encounter real quick. Alright, and our first encounter is... Oh, brother. Oh, God, this is so bad. Oh, my God. This is terrible. I can't even water gun this thing. I legitimately can't water gun this thing. Because even if I don't have stab, I know for a fact I'm gonna kill this thing. Oh god. We are just being given all the ass encounters right off the get-go. Which sucks. But here's how I've always looked at it, right? Oh, he's got yawn. That's just really good for catching Pokemon. Here's how I've always looked at Nuzlocke. You get all the bad encounters out of the way now, which means later on you start getting all the good ones. Which is great. Now, I would name this after you guys. But again, I think Macargo's not worthy of your guys' nickname. However, this is a very iconic Pokemon because of two reasons. One, if everyone remembers the Macargo solo run that Nexus did. But more importantly, for me, the debut of probably that best name that was dropped by Game Boy Luke, Patters, and by Redacted. Because his own that's no longer someone that we care about. It was the start from the iconic series. If anyone knows the reference of this name that it comes from, just know that you know the reference. This is something I used to watch, but I think this is still one of the most, if not the most iconic name for Macargo, and I feel like it's only fair to name it that Pokemon. Now, did this thing have Storm Drain by some chance? Because that would be really, really good. Its gentle nature, which is not really that good. Keen Eye. Lovely. I love having a terrible moveset. I mean, it's not that bad. Alright. How long have we been recording for? 32 minutes? Actually, it wasn't that... We still got a lot of progress done, actually, today. So, okay, let's just get the first grass patch right here. Okay! Oh, I know! We could have had a Charizard! I hate this game. I hate this game. Oh, brother, that's really rough. That might be 2 levels. Hey, I'm right. Oh god, that was terrible. You're just mean games. There's actually no second shop here. Okay, I don't know if this always stayed in first shop or not. It might upgrade to a second shop or that. But man, that sucks. We could have had a Charizard, bro. You know, I did say we're gonna make this episode a little longer, so let's keep going for it. I'm actually gonna pause though. I'm gonna grind up my team real quick, and I will be right back with you guys.